Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome to all the panel members and the shareholder for the 45th Annual General Meeting of Happy Forgings Limited. We have the requisite quorum in place. Currently, we have total 30 members present for this meeting. I now hand over the proceeding to the Company Secretary and Compliance Officer, Ms. Bindu Garg. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Ashish. Good morning, dear shareholders and all the panel members present. I, Bindu Garg, Company Secretary and Compliance Officer of the joint company, joining the meeting from my office in Ludhiana, welcome you all to the 45th Annual General Meeting of the company, which is being held through video conferencing in compliance with the circulars issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and the Securities and Exchange Board of India from time to time. The proceedings of the meeting are deemed to be conducted at the registered office of the company, which is the deemed venue of the meeting. To ensure a smooth and organized meeting, all shareholders will be put on mute mode throughout the session. Please note that audio and video will only be activated for those shareholders who have pre-registered themselves as speakers and are scheduled to speak during the annual general meeting. Your cooperation in this regard would be highly appreciated. Now I would introduce our panelists one by one. Mr. Paritosh Kumar, Chairman and Managing Director of the company and Chairperson of CSR Committee meeting, joining from Happy Forgings office in Ludhiana. Mr. Ashish Garg, joining from Happy Forgings office, Managing Director of the company and Chairperson of Risk Management Committee, joining from Happy Forgings office in Ludhiana. Mrs. Megha Garg, Full-time Director of the company, joining from Happy Forgings office in Ludhiana. Mr. Narinder Singh Juneja, CEO and whole-time director of the company, joining from Happy Forgings office in Ludhiana. Mrs. Rajeshwari Karthikeyan, independent director of the company and chairperson of audit committee, joining from Chennai. Mr. Satish Sekri, independent director of the company and chairperson of nomination and remuneration committee, joining from Chandigarh. Mr. Ravinder Peshodi, independent director of the company, joining from Mumbai. Mr. Atul Bihari Lal, independent director of the company, joining from Noida. Mr. Vikas Gia, independent director of the company, could not join the meeting, so he's asked for leave of absence. Since he is the chairperson of stakeholders committee meeting, so he has authorized Mr. Ashish Garg, who is also a member of stakeholders relationship committee, to answer any queries on his behalf. Mr. Pankaj Goyal, CFO of the company, joining from Happy Forgings office in Ludhiana. Apart from the directors, representative of our auditors are also participating through video conferencing. Ms. Pratima Khurana, representing the statutory auditors, S.R. Bartley Boy and Company LLP. Mr. Rajan Sabharwal, representing the cost auditors, Rajan Sabharwal and Associates. Mr. Ashish Agarwal, representing the internal auditors, SCV and Company LLP. Mr. P.S. Patla, representing the secretarial auditors, P.S. Patla and Associates, who is also the scrutinizer for this AGM. Pursuant to the provisions of the Companies Act 2013 and relevant circulars and articles of association of the company, Mr. Paritosh Kumar, Chairman and Managing Director of the company, will act as Chairman for this meeting. Before I hand over the proceedings to the Chairman to declare the meeting open, I would like to bring your attention to the following points. The facility to join this AGM through video conferencing is being made available to members on first-come, first-served basis pursuant to the regulatory requirements. Members are encouraged to join the meeting with a good internet connectivity to avoid any glitches. As the AGM is being held through video conferencing, the facility for appointment of proxies to the shareholders is not applicable. As the notice of AGM and copy of annual report has already been circulated to all the members electronically, I take this as read. The statutory auditor's report on the annual financial statements of the company for the financial year ended 31st March 2024 and the secretarial audit report for the said period do not contain any qualifications, observations, or comments on the financial transactions or matters having adverse effect on the functioning of the company. Hence, the same need not be read at this annual general meeting. We have received requests from members to be registered as speaker shareholders who will be allowed to speak as the meeting progresses. For smooth conduct of the meeting, speaker members will be kept on mute by default to avoid any noise or disturbance. During the question and answer sessions, the name of the members who have registered themselves as speakers will be announced one by one. Thereafter, the respective members will be unmuted by the moderator when his or her name is called out. Members, while asking questions or seeking clarifications, may turn their video on. In case any member is facing any technical problem with the video transmission, they can ask the question through audio mode. Shareholders who have not registered themselves as speakers beforehand, who are attending this meeting are also invited to express their views and raise questions, if any, in the chat box provided. Their queries will be answered during the meeting itself if possible. If not, the response to the query received will be provided to them through email after the meeting. As per the provisions of Companies Act 2013 and SEBI LODR Regulations 2015, your company had provided remote e-voting facility to the members through Lincoln Time India Private Limited platform to cast their votes prior to the meeting. The remote e-voting commenced at 9 a.m. IST on July 26, 2024 and concluded at 5 p.m. IST on July 28, 2024. Members who have not cast their votes through remote e-voting and who are participating in this meeting will have an opportunity to cast their votes during the meeting as well. The e-voting window is already open for all the members and will remain open for another 30 minutes after the conclusion of the meeting. On the other hand, members who have already casted their votes through remote e-voting are eligible to participate in this AGM, but are not eligible to cast their votes again during the meeting. Members can vote at this meeting by following the detailed instructions provided in the AGM notice. The Register of Directors and KMPs, Register of Contracts and Arrangements, Secretarial Auditor Certificate on ESOP scheme, and other documents referred to in AGM notice has been made available electronically for inspection by the shareholders. Shareholders seeking to inspect any document can send an email to compliance officer at happyforgingsltd.co.in. Thank you. Now I hand over the proceedings to the chairman, sir. Over to you, sir. Thank you.
Great pleasure in welcoming you all to our first AGM as a listed company. I hereby confirm presence of requisite quorum through video conferencing to conduct the proceedings of this meeting. In accordance with the circulars issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and Section 103 of the Companies Act 2013, the participation of shareholders through video conferencing is being identified for the purpose of quorum. As a requisite quorum for this meeting is present, I call this meeting to order. I hope all of you have got an opportunity to go through the annual report of FY 23-24 and have seen the highlights of our business performance in the year gone by. I give me immense pleasure to witness the transformation of our company into one of the leading entities within the forging and machining sectors, poised to grow and create value. Over 45 years journey has been marked by the strategic realignment of our business model to address the market opportunities, exploit our strengths, the expansion of our footprint across diverse sectors and geographics, and the enhancement of our portfolio of products and services. The evaluation has been driven by commitment, innovation, and excellence, ensuring we remain at the forefront of our industry. Now, I invite the Managing Director to present to you an overview of our journey and business performance in financial year 24. Therefore, Ms. Bindu Garg will take up the agenda items set forth in the notice. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman. Bindu, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, you're audible.
Dear shareholders, good morning to all of you. I welcome you all on the 45th Annual General Meeting, our first meeting post-listing, and I extend a warm welcome to our new shareholders who have recently joined us during or after our initial public offer. Your confidence in Happy Forgings is deeply appreciated. We are excited to embark on this journey together, united in our pursuit of growth and creating sustainable value. We look forward to building a mutually rewarding relationship with each of you as we navigate the existing opportunities ahead. I will take this opportunity to reflect on our illustrious 45th year journey, characterized by visionary entrepreneurial initiatives, calculated risk-taking, bold exploration of new territories, resilience in the face of adversity, and pursuit of engineering excellence and financial prudence, all of which have propelled Happy Forgings to significant heights in the engineering and manufacturing sectors. I will also share our company's achievements over the past fiscal year that marks a new beginning in our organization's journey, and our approach that will pave the path for a continued value creation going forward. Let me begin with showcasing our corporate video, which will give you a brief introduction of our company and give you a bird's eye view of our manufacturing capability.
India stands out in the whole global scenario of the metal forging and machining business. Adding to the crown that India has earned in this sector, Happy Forging Limited, situated in Ludhiana, Punjab, has been serving the purpose since the year 1979. With over 40 years of experience in world-class manufacturing excellence, Happy Forging Limited has been catering to leading segments of automotive and non-automotive industry such as commercial vehicles, farm tractors and utility vehicles, engines and power generation, railways and oil and gas. Happy Forging Limited is a brand whose name traverses throughout the Indian and overseas markets. With the vision to be the leading global supplier of forged and machining components, Happy Forging Limited was initiated with a single unit for manufacturing bicycle crank arms in the year 1979, and it now stands strong after 4 decades of dedicating its resources to the forging industry. Today, HFL is one of the largest integrated forging and machining company in India. It has forging manufacturing capacities of 120,000 tons per annum and machining capacities to finish 80% of its forged product. With annual capacity to machine 1 million crankshafts, it is now the second largest manufacturer of crankshafts in India. Forging lines include one 14,000 tons mechanical forging press line, 3 8,000 ton mechanical forging press lines, 2 4,000 ton mechanical press lines and 8 pneumatic and drop hammers ranging from 2 ton to 6 tons, enabling HFL to forge parts from 3 kilograms to 250 kilograms in single piece. And its ultra-modern machining capabilities with over 25 CBN Landis grinding machines provide precise solutions to its customers. The founder of Happy Forging Limited, Mr. Paritosh Kumar Garg, has been leading and guiding the company towards excellence and growth while breaking and marking new benchmarks, along with our management.
And we see all the core sectors going well, including forging. HFL's export to developed countries will be a major contributor going forward.
HFL has been investing ahead of the times in world-class manufacturing technology and capacities, investing in flexible manufacturing setups capable to supply small and large batch sizes with shortest lead times to market. Continuous improvements through value engineering and optimizing our processes regularly helped us in maintaining cost competitiveness. We at HFL are conscious of our responsibility towards society and environment. We have invested close to 5 megawatts of solar power generation on all our facilities and are taking effective steps to reduce our carbon footprint.
It is certified as IATF 16949 and ISO 14000 and boasts of many accolades from many leading Indian and overseas customers. With investments in world-class equipments, HFL also boasts of its engineering and design capabilities using best forging simulation softwares like Deform, Forge NXT, Vera CAD and white light scanning. HFL has been able to optimize its forged products, creating the benchmark in the forging industry. HFL has the latest tool and die manufacturing facility with CNC vertical machining centers by Haas, DMG and Okuma. HFL's heat treatment facilities are equipped with various global leading systems, and its furnaces are capable of treating 10 tons per hour continuous hardening and tempering on its forged products. All lines are installed with SCADA data recording systems with complete data logging. Along with its hardening and tempering lines, HFL also have controlled cooling lines on each of its press line to aid the quality of micro-alloy grades. Representing our dedication and vision to offer complete ready solutions to our customers, HFL over the period of last 3 decades has added dedicated line setups for crankshafts, front steering knuckles, differential cases, front axle beams, planetary carriers, transmission gears and railway components. Further, to demonstrate our commitment to providing world-class products, HFL has independent testing and quality control labs which are equipped with ultra-modern and new-generation dimensional measuring equipments like Zeiss coordinate measuring machine, Adcal crankshaft scanning machine, Mar and Mitititoyo make contracer and surface finish testing machines. Happy Forgings Limited understands its responsibilities not only towards its customers but also towards society.
Our CSR committee regularly works on various socio-economic agendas. We feel strongly for the environment and have developed various green belts within the city. We have built various primary schools in the city that caters to 1,300 students today. HFL has donated gene sequencing machine to one of the charitable hospitals in Ludhiana to set up one of the first genetics labs in North India. Currently, we are working on developing a skill development center for over 200 engineers within the city.
Over the past 4 decades of serving the nation and working towards the betterment of forging and metal industry, Happy Forgings Limited has successfully been a partner with many domestic and international OEMs, such as American Axle, Ashok Leyland, Bon Figlioli, Cummins, Dana, AG Industry Director, VE Commercial Vehicles, Escorts, Generac, Hendrickson, IBCC, IGW, Indian Railways, JCB, John Deere, Mahindra, Meritor, PMP, SDF, SML Azuzu, Sonalika International, Tata, TEF-A, Wipro and Yanmar. Happy Forgings Limited promises to keep up its commitment and maintain its growth trajectory going forward and has built a reliable and sustainable business for its stakeholders. With more expansions and technological advancements in scope, we at Happy Forgings Limited are ready for the step ahead. India stands out in the whole global scene.
I hope the corporate video gave you a fair idea about our manufacturing capabilities and positioning. Let me take you through our 45-year journey of evolution and provide you context of how we have reached our current level, which we optimistically hope is just the beginning of a long value creation journey. Happy Forgings was incorporated in the year 1979 when Ludhiana was a hub of bicycles, hand tools and swing machines, creating a demand for forged parts. Our chairman and managing director, Mr. Paritosh Kumar, who set up the business in 1979, focused on forged bicycle pedals, initiating our engineering journey. In the 80s, the auto parts business was at nascent stage, with OEMs relying mainly on suppliers from other parts of India and imports, and forging players focusing more on aftermarket parts. During this phase, what set us apart from the competition was the ability to innovate and improve processes. For example, we innovated in the early 80s by shifting to Peter engines aftermarkets and streamlining processes by converting a double heat process into a single heat process, thus creating additional margins for ourselves. In the early 90s, India was transforming into an exciting market for auto ancillaries as OEMs began cultivating a local supplier base to reduce their import dependency. Recognizing this opportunity, we raised capital in 1996 to invest in state-of-art machinery for producing critical parts for tractors. This was a pivotal moment for the company, as other partners were uncomfortable with the significant capital expenditure and chose to exit the business. We had to buy all out their stakes. Despite the uncertainties, we had the conviction to front-load this investment without significant order visibility, and the move paid off and we successfully became suppliers to leading OEMs like Punjab Tractor Limited, marking the establishment of our presence as a significant supplier to a major farm equipment manufacturer. Another pivotal moment in our journey came almost a decade later. Realizing the limitations of hammer technology, we invested in an 8,000-ton press in 2008, becoming one of the few Indian companies with such capability. An important facet of our journey has been the focus on deploying the best-in-class machinery setup, helping us deliver the best quality while keeping operation costs low. However, the success of this approach lies in efficiently utilizing, consistently innovating, and improving our manufacturing practices. It has thus helped us in stabilizing lines by reaching optimum capacity utilization levels. This journey had its ups and downs, but we managed to weather these challenges, turn them into a great learning experience to further improve our operating and manufacturing practices. This phase also laid the foundation for our prudent approach, maintaining financial strength, focusing on effective capital utilization and returns, and winning customer confidence by establishing a strong track record of our delivering quality products backed by engineering capabilities. As we expanded our engineering capabilities, after 2010, we ventured into manufacturing complex and safety critical components, resulting in a diverse product portfolio for commercial vehicles, farm equipment sector, and off-highway vehicles. We also expanded into industries like oil and gas, power generation, railways, wind turbine, and passenger cars, winning new clients based on our investments in technology and automation, and our ability to operate our lines in most effective manner. In 2018, it was a landmark year for us when Motilal Oswal Private Equity Fund invested in the company, providing necessary capital for further investments in manufacturing infrastructure. This association put us on a different trajectory as we also benefited from strategic insights from other investment partners. Their inputs helped us in enhancing our business and management practices, improving our corporate governance, which eventually prepared us well for the IPO in December 2023. Forging is a business where raw material, technology, and product design are not proprietary, and it is the engineering ability and execution excellence that are real differentiators. At the time of our IPO, when we approached the public markets, Happy Forgings has successfully built a strong track record based on differentiators reflected in a CAGR of almost 16% and 23% in revenues and profits respectively over a period of 15 years. Our offering was recognized by the public markets in the form of significant investor interest during the IPO, which was oversubscribed by almost 82 times on the overall basis, with the QIB portion being oversubscribed to 20 times. Our 45-year journey truly exemplifies resilience, innovation, and transformation in our industry. From our humble beginnings in 1979, we have grown into India's fourth largest engineering-led manufacturer of safety and complex critical components, specializing in heavy forged and precision machine products. Our journey has been marked by significant milestones, including solidifying our position as a key player in domestic crankshaft manufacturing industry, expanding our global footprint, and achieving a robust financial performance track record with one of the best balance sheets and operating margins in the industry. Operational excellence has been cornerstone of our success. We have strengthened our partnership with top OEMs in India as well as globally in farm equipment sector, in MHCV sectors, intending our role as a trusted supplier. Our strategic investments in state-of-art manufacturing facilities boasting a forging capacity of 120,000 tons and machining capacity of 51,000 metric tons annually have enabled us to capitalize on emerging opportunities effectively. With the IPO listing, our company has reached a significant milestone in our journey, welcoming new stakeholders and opening new avenues of opportunities in the public market. This transition marks the beginning of an exciting new phase, where our commitment to retaining the confidence of all stakeholders is paramount. As we navigate this new chapter, we are dedicated to creating sustainable value, ensuring that our growth and success benefit everyone involved. Now, I would like to discuss our business and financial performance on the financial year 2023-24, mainly touching upon sales performance, profitability, and returns, our balance sheet strength, and capacity expansion plans as well. Sales performance. In FY24, as the underlying industry segment level, there was a slowdown in the growth. The domestic farm equipment sector experienced a downturn due to the weaker monsoon and reduced kharif production, while commercial vehicle sales saw muted growth. On the export front, the Red Sea crisis led to increased freight cost and transportation delays. Additionally, the European farm equipment and power generation sectors also witnessed a sharp slowdown. Despite these challenges, our business was able to post a credible performance as we managed to post robust growth in revenues and profits. We were able to generate finished goods volume growth of 9% year on year. Our realization grew by 6% compared to the previous year to almost rupees 245 per kg, despite a decline in the steel price during a year. As a result, overall revenue from operations grew by 16% year on year to 1358 crores after excluding prior income recognized in FY23. Sales mix and revenue composition. Our focus on higher margin machining and export-oriented growth strategy paid off during the year, insulating us from the weakness in the underlying industry segments. The share of machine products has increased significantly and constitutes 85% of our revenues in FY24, up from 79% in the prior year. This shift underscores our commitment to deliver precision engineering components of exceptional quality, meeting the stringent demands of our clients and supporting and sustaining our margins at higher levels. We also managed to grow our direct exports, which now contribute 20% of our sales compared to 13% in the previous year. This was despite the challenges faced in European markets and slower growth in some underlying industry sectors like farm equipment and power generation. Our investments in the 14,000-ton press has helped us to develop higher weight range components, enabling us to cater to customers in the industrial sectors, where we have started gaining traction. Consequently, in FY24, we witnessed the share of the industrial sector increase to 12%, up from meager 4% in FY23. During FY24, we also marked our entry into the PV sector, passenger vehicle sector, where we won an order for manufacturing high precision crankshafts for application in SUV manufactured by one of the India's leading OEMs. These crankshafts adhere to the most stringent standards of manufacturing in the automotive sector, and our ability to back this order, deliver this product, is a corroboration of our engineering capabilities. Further, we also managed to win 2 additional export orders in the passenger vehicle sector during the year from existing customers, demonstrating our capability to expand wallet share from existing customers. We expect that this segment will start contributing meaningfully to the overall sales mix going forward and contributing almost 8 to 10% of our total revenues in the next 2 to 3 years. The domestic farm equipment sector saw a significant downturn in financial year 24. Domestic tractor sales were down 8% year on year, while production fell by 12% year on year. Similarly, in the medium and heavy commercial vehicle sector, domestic sales grew by 4% year on year, and domestic sales growth plummeted by 6% in the last quarter of FY24 on a year-on-year basis. Despite this weakness in underlying segments, we managed to post a better performance than underlying industry growth. In fact, if you look over the last 10 years, for most years, we have outperformed the underlying industry growth by focusing on growing our wallet share with customers and winning new businesses, which has helped us in stay resilient in all times. Industry-leading margins and profitability metrics have been cornerstones of our performance track record. Our constant endeavor is to ensure that whatever business we onboard, we optimize the trade-offs between margins and return on capital employed. I am pleased to report that in financial year FY24, we witnessed an expansion in our margins across the board. Our gross profit margins stood at 56.1%, improving by 305 basis points year-on-year. EBITDA margin was 28.5%, improving by 150 basis points year-on-year. While EBIT and PAT margin also reflected the same improvement trend. Since there was a fresh equity infusion in the form of capital in Q3 FY24 on account of IPO, there was some drag on the return matrix where our ROCE stands at 21.8% and 18.7% respectively for FY24. However, if we consider removing capital advances and CWIP from the capital employed, our return on capital employed will be higher than 25%, which reflects a robust return on business that we are doing. Going forward, we are confident that we'll be able to sustain these margins and returns and are optimistic about further improvements as well. In terms of balance sheet, our strong balance sheet is a testament to the strength of our business, a successful operational track record, and a prudent approach to capital deployment. Over the past decade, we have significantly improved and demonstrated the quality of our business. Leveraging our engineering capabilities, we have developed strong customer relationships and grown our wallet share, enabling profitable growth. Our focus on high quality products and integrated flexible manufacturing facilities has allowed us to provide clients with precision products, offering them cost and operational advantages. This strategy has led to industry-leading profitability and healthy asset turn ratios, ensuring attractive return on capital employed. We have been strategic in onboarding new businesses and planning capacity expansion while maintaining optimal working capital utilization to optimize costs and efficiency. This has resulted in strong cash flow generation, allowing us to expand organically without relying on external debt. Our recent IPO further bolsters our balance sheet positioning as well for organic capacity expansion. These efforts culminated in an upgrade to our credit rating to AA, the best in the industry for our scale and size. With the excess liquidity parked for our long-term investments, we are a net cash position as of March 24, and our debt equity stands at 0.1x, giving us one of the strongest balance sheets in the industry. Consequently, we have announced a dividend of rupees 4 per share, reinforcing our commitment to creating value of our shareholders through judicious and optimal capital allocation. Our annual installed forging capacity today stands at 120,000 metric tons, while machining capacity stands at 51,000 metric tons at the end of year FY24. We managed to increase our forging capacity by 12% year-on-year and machining capacity by 11% year-on-year, and utilization rates stood at 58% in forging and 87% in machining. Red Sea crisis, which started in Q3 FY24, had an impact on machining capacity addition due to delayed deliveries of machines, which got pushed to FY25. In FY25, we are looking to expand our machining capacities by 11,000 tons, almost a 20% increase in installed capacity. Similarly, we'll be making an addition to our forging capacity by 10,000 tons during this year. We're in the process of commissioning a 6,300 ton forging line, which will be operational by Q3 FY25. Further, we'll be adding a 10,000 ton forging press line in FY26, expected to arrive in the latter part of FY25 or early FY26, and will be commissioned by Q3 FY26. Looking ahead, our vision for the future is clear and ambitious. We aim to be amongst the top 10 forging and machining companies in the world. We are optimistic that we'll be able to generate sustained value accretive growth for the business and deftly navigate the dynamic business environment, relying on our experience, expertise, and focusing on developing our core strengths as key differentiators of our business. Our strength lies in our engineering prowess and advanced manufacturing capabilities, equipped us to seize opportunities in both domestic and international markets. As we navigate the challenges ahead, we reaffirm our commitment to innovation, sustainability, and creating long-term value for all stakeholders. Our operating strategy going forward will leverage our expertise and in-house capabilities for forged development to further grow and expand into industrial market opportunities. We aim to capitalize on our existing OEM relationships to increase wallet share, while also focusing on acquiring new customers to drive business growth. Additionally, we are also exploring the feasibility and opportunities of entering the lightweight forging and machining segment to find additional growth levers. We plan to benefit from the supply chain shift to India and the export opportunities for Indian manufacturers by expanding our export business. Furthermore, we'll be meticulously seek suitable inorganic growth opportunities that are complementary and synergistic, enabling us to diversify and grow our business profitably. As a company mindful of our responsibility towards all our stakeholders, we are committed to continuously enhance our operating practices to deliver value in the most environmentally and socially conscious manner. We will achieve this by strengthening our governance mechanisms to develop best practices and control systems, ensuring compliance with regulatory requirements, and adhering to fair and responsible operating standards. Our dedication to safeguarding the environment is evident in our commitment to reduce carbon emissions by 50% by 2030. We'll also continue to advance our human resource management practices to foster a highly energized and engaged workforce, providing a safe and healthy workplace. Additionally, we will invest in societal upliftment, working towards the betterment of disadvantaged and underprivileged sections. To conclude my address, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all our stakeholders, shareholders, customers, employees, and partners for their unwavering support. Together, we will continue to shape a brighter future for Happy Forgings, advancing not just for industry, but also contributing meaningfully to the society at large. Thank you. Now I hand over the proceedings to Bindu.
Thank you, sir. Now I'll take up the agenda items set forth in the notice of the AGM. Agenda item number 1, to receive, consider and adopt the audited standalone and consolidated financial statements of the company, including the balance sheet, statement of profit and loss, and cash flow statements for the financial year ended 31st March 24, along with the board's report and auditor's report thereon. Agenda item number 2, to declare final dividend of rupees 4 per equity share of the company for the financial year ended 31st March 2024. Agenda item number 3, to appoint Mr. Ashish Garg, who retires by rotation and being eligible offers himself for reappointment. Agenda item number 4, ratification of remuneration of cost auditor for financial year 23-24. Agenda item number 5, ratification of remuneration of cost auditor for financial year 24-25. Agenda item number 6, to approve the commission payable to the independent directors of the company for financial year 23-24. Agenda item number 7, to consider and approve continuation of Mr. Satish Sekri as non-executive independent director of the company for his remaining term beyond 75 years of age. Agenda item number 8, to consider and ratify the Happy Forgings ESOP Scheme 2023. The text of the resolutions along with explanatory statements is provided in the notice circulated to the members. Now the moderator will announce the name of the speaker shareholders. I request the moderator to unmute the speaker one by one. Over to you, moderator.
Thank you, ma'am. I now invite our first speaker for the meeting, Mr. Lokesh Gupta. Mr. Lokesh, you are in the panel. Kindly enable your video and you may speak now.
हेलो सर, आप मुझे सुन पा रहे हैं?
Sir, you are audible.
सर चेयरमैन सर, मैं लोकेश गुप्ता आपका दिल्ली से सभी बोर्ड मेंबर का स्वागत करता हूं। सर एक्सीलेंट चेयरमैन स्पीच हो रही थी सर, हेल्दी थी, लेकिन सर एक छोटा सा जरूर हमको थोड़ी लेंथी भी थी सर। हम वीसी से मीटिंग अटेंड कर रहे हैं फोन पर किसी पर, आपने पॉइंट टू पॉइंट कंपनी के बारे में बताया, इसके लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर। सर मेरा एक सुझाव भी है, जब हमारी मीटिंग होती है एजीएम, उसमें आधे घंटे पहले हमारा लिंक खुलता है। कुछ प्रेजेंटेशन जो हम स्वरूप दे रहे थे वो आधे घंटे पहले होंगी तो हमें भी समझने का बहुत अवसर मिलेगा सर। थोड़ा इस समय का भी हम सदुपयोग कर सकते हैं सर। सर बाकी आपकी लीडरशिप में विश्वास है, भरोसा है, जो भी आपने किया करेंगे वो अच्छा करेंगे, कंपनी अच्छा करेगी तो हमें शेयर प्राइस में रिफ्लेक्ट होगा, हेल्थी रिटर्न्स मिलेंगे। सर एक आपने जो डिविडेंड्स दिया उसके लिए भी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर। सर क्या हम कोई डिविडेंड पॉलिसी लेकर आ रहे हैं, थोड़ा इस बारे में भी बताइए सर। सर हमारे सामने क्या क्या चैलेंजिंग है, हमारे मार्जिन इंटैक्ट रहे, इसके लिए हम क्या कर रहे हैं सर। सर हमारी लिस्टिंग के बाद पहली एजीएम है, मैं दिल्ली से बोल रहा हूँ सर। सर इसलिए इसी प्लेटफॉर्म पे एजीएम करेंगे तो हम आपसे जुड़े रहेंगे, शेयर होल्डर्स मीटिंग में जुड़े रहेंगे सर। सर आप कोई भी निर्णय लेंगे कंपनी के लिए, हम उसके साथ जुड़े हैं, आप पहले भी जुड़े हैं, आगे भी जुड़े रहेंगे सर। सर एक सेक्रेटरियल, जिस तरह से कंपनी सेक्रेटरी मैडम ने प्रयास किया है शेयर होल्डर से बात कर और उनकी प्रॉब्लम्स को सॉल्व कर उसके लिए भी मैं बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद दूंगा सर। हमारे कहने से नहीं होगा, आप उनको अप्रिशिएट करेंगे तो और अच्छा काम होगा सर। आप बाकी एक बार मैं आप सभी का फिर धन्यवाद करूंगा जो मुझे एक बोलने का अवसर दिया। थैंक यू सर।
Thank you, Mr. Lokesh. I now invite our second speaker for the meeting, Mr. Yusuf Rangawala. Mr. Yusuf, you are in the panel. Kindly enable your video and you may speak now.
गुड आफ्टरनून सर, आपको आवाज आ रहा है चेयरमैन सर?
Sir,
सर
you are
आपका
audible.
आपने स्पीच सर जो पूरा कवर किया सर, मैं जानना चाहता हूँ सर। सर आफ्टर द पब्लिक इश्यू ये फर्स्ट जनरल मीटिंग है, सो मैं आपका सब प्रणाम नमस्कार करो सर, मेरा स्वीकार करिए सर। और जानना चाहता हूँ, आपने 4 रुपए डिविडेंड दिया, थप्पड़ फाड़ के आपने डिविडेंड दिया सर, आपने हमें खुश कर दिया। आज अपना मार्केट में भी अच्छा है, आपका प्रेजेंटेशन देख के सर मुझे बहुत खुशी हुई सर। हो सके तो आप हमें फैक्ट्री विजिट कराइए सर, वो देखने में कोई मजा नहीं आता सर। अगर हम दर्शन करें कंपनी का प्रोडक्शन कैसा होता है, आई वुड लाइक टू हैव सर। एक पहला लिस्टिंग है सर, आपने हमें, मैं आपके यहाँ पे नहीं आ सकता लिस्टिंग में, पर दिवाली में आप हमें मिठाई भेजिए और ड्राई फ्रूट भेजिए सर। आप हमें भूलना मत, क्योंकि लिंक पीपल की भी सर्विस है लाजवाब है। जहाँ पे लिंक होता है हमें कोई गम नहीं होता है, उनकी सर्विस इतनी अच्छी है एंड दे आर वेरी हार्ड वर्किंग लिंक पीपल, उनके लिए जितने धन्यवाद कम है सर। आज लिंक है तो हम आपके साथ में सर, इतना है सर। देखो आपको मेरा आवाज परफेक्ट आ रहा है, आप मेरा आवाज परफेक्ट सुन रहे हैं सर। आपको देख के एक छोटा सा शेयर पे, सूरज की चमक, सूरज की चमक कभी कम नहीं होती 45 ईयर्स है सर। हैप्पी फोर्जिंग को सर मेरा मेरा सब प्रणाम नमस्कार। आफ्टर लिस्टिंग में आपने हमें माला माल कर दिया सर, आपने बरसात की बरसात कर दी, ऐसी अपनी कंपनी है सर। आई एम वेरी हैप्पी एंड वेरी प्राउड शेयरहोल्डर ऑफ दिस कंपनी सर। जय हिंद, जय महाराष्ट्र सर। हो सके तो आप हमें भूलना मत और फैक्ट्री विजिट कराना सर। नथिंग मोटे छोटा सा गिफ्ट भेजना सर, क्योंकि मिठाई तो भेजना सर हमें, क्योंकि आपकी मिठास हमारे साथ में रहनी चाहिए सर। क्योंकि अपनी और दोस्ती जो मिठास एक बीच में ऐसी है, फूलों की खुशबू, कलियों की बहार। और हैप्पी फोर्जिंग को सब प्रणाम नमस्कार, और सब त्योहारों को आपको शुभकामना, रक्षाबंधन, दिवाली, सब त्योहारों को मैं शुभकामना देना चाहता हूँ। एज ए फ्रेंड सर आपको मैं ज्वाइन करता हूँ सर। जय हिंद सर, एज ए फ्रेंड सर। थैंक यू वेरी मच सर। जय हिंद सर। सर मैं वीडियो चालू करना चाहता हूँ, आपको दिखता है वीडियो? यस सर, माय वीडियो इज गोइंग ऑन सर। 1 मिनट। जय हिंद।
Thank you, Mr. Yusuf. I now invite our third speaker for the meeting, Ms. Lekha Shah. Lekha ma'am, you are in the panel. Kindly enable your video and you may speak now.
Hello.
Ma'am, you
Am
are
I
audible.
Thank you, Ashish bhai. Respected Chairman sir, Board of Directors, and my fellow members, good afternoon and regards to everyone. Myself, Lekha Shah from Mumbai. On this landmark day, I would like to welcome all the directors and employees on behalf of all shareholders. And also, I would like to thank our company secretary Bindu ma'am and his team for giving me the opportunity and for smooth process where I am able to talk in front of all in AGM. I found the AGM notice and I am delighted to say AGM report is so beautiful, full of colors and facts and figures in place. Thank you, Ashish sir, for such a informative and wonderful presentation. Chairman sir, I am confident that with your vision and determination, you will lead our company to greater heights. And also, I pray to God, our company should progress more and more under you and your team, sir. Chairman, sir, I pray to God that 2024 comes with great prosperity for our company. आशीष सर, आपने इतना अच्छे तरह से सब कुछ हमें डिटेल्स में बताया, हमें कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछने के लिए छोड़ा ही नहीं आज सर आपने. मुझे एक की रिक्वेस्ट है, मेरा प्रीवियस स्पीकर यूसुफ भाई ने बताया, हमें जरा वीडियो फैक्ट्री से कराइएगा सर, और प्लीज कंटिन्यू वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंस मीटिंग इन फ्यूचर. So I strongly and wholeheartedly support all the resolutions for today's meeting. From my side, no questions, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay, ma'am. I now invite our fourth and last speaker for the meeting, Ms. Neha Dua. Neha ma'am, you are in the panel. Kindly enable your video and you may speak now.
Yeah, good afternoon to all. We are the original allotee of the company, and we enjoyed a bumper listing and making profit out of that. So thank you so much. The excellent result and excellent performance of our company. My question to the management is that what is our value creation roadmap for next 2 years? The only question I have, rest one question of mine is already answered by you in your opening remarks and in presentation. So I don't want to take much time. Thank you so much to the CS and entire team for maintaining such an high standard of corporate governance. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. This we complete with the speaker shareholder queries. I now request Mr. Ashish Gar to answer the queries of the shareholder. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone. So our first question was from Mr. Lokesh Gupta. Thank you so much, Lokesh, for joining this and showing confidence in Happy Forgings. So definitely your point well taken with regards to the presentation, that if we have a presentation next time, we will definitely put up prior to the AGM so that you can go through it in advance. And the second question from your side was on the dividend policy. So we already have a dividend policy in place, and I'll request Bindu to be in touch and share it with you. Third point from your side was what are the challenges for us and how do we enhance our margins going forward? So we have always considered margins and right return. Sorry. Just a yes. Sorry, third question from Mr. Lokesh Gupta was, what are the challenges for us and how do we enhance our margins going forward? So as already explained that there are certain challenges in the industry which are not in our hands with regards to how industry is performing. But besides that, our endeavor is to add new markets for which we have already added industrial business last year, which account for a very large portion this year. Also, we have entered into passenger vehicles, which will contribute meaningfully going forward 8 to 9%. Further, we are also looking at other areas as well. So we are company is continuously, going forward for machining technologies. The share for the machining business has grown to almost 85, 87%. So we will keep on enhancing the value addition business, which will kind of be reflected, which you will see going forward as well in our margins. So this is how we try to insulate our business, and we'll keep on doing that going forward as well. And the product mix has also enhanced from 100 kgs to 250 kgs. So now we can forge parts up to 250 kgs, giving us better opportunities in different markets. Hope I'm able to address your question. So the next question we had from Yusuf Rangawal regarding the plant visit. So Yusuf, you can be in touch with Bindu for that, and we can surely arrange it for you. Thank you for joining this meeting. The next question was from Ms. Lekha Shah. Thank you, Lekha, for joining this AGM. Again, it was for the request for factory visit, which Bindu ma'am will address it. And the last questions were from Ms. Neha Dua, which was regards to value creation roadmap. So we are already, as already explained, it's a very old company. It's a 45 years old company with a very strong trajectory for growth as well as profit margins, where I've already explained that company has grown at a CAGR of 16% CAGR in terms of top line in the last 15 years, whereas the profit margins have grown at a CAGR of 25% in the last 15 years. So, and despite of all this, we have grown, organically so far, and we have the balance sheet strength. You can see that we are still sitting on cash today, one of the most profitable balance sheets, or the healthy balance sheets, I can say, in the industry. So going forward, as well as we have going for more and more machine products, our export business is also increasing from 20% going forward. We expect the export business to improve from 20% to 30% in next 2 years. The industrial business will also improve to 30%. So some of these factors where we have entered into heavy forging business, exports as well as industrial business will keep on contributing for us. I hope I am able to answer you. And there was another question with regards to the 2 years guidance or 2 years performance going forward. So as already explained, I think I've already answered it that, despite of industry challenges, company is growing at a decent rate, is able to add capacity. We have already added 11,000 tons of capacity in the first quarter successfully. And this is almost 20% of the machining capacities. With this capacity, company will be able to, generate and grow and be able to execute all the new projects where we are working on. We have over 600 crores of new orders annually in place, which we are developing, which are, some of them are in ramp up phase, some of them are waiting for the capacities to get started, and some are in testing phase. So going forward, the marketing team will keep on adding new and new projects in this, and we'll be able to grow going forward as well. I hope I'm able to answer everyone. And if you have any queries, you can also write to Bindu. We will try to address all your queries going forward as well. I thank the chairman, directors, auditors, and members for attending this meeting. And now I request the chairman to share his closing remarks.
Thank you, Ashish. I thank each one of you for attending this AGM today. The Board of Directors has appointed Mr. Parminder Singh Batla, Proprietor, Messrs. P.S. Batla and Associates, Company Secretaries, as a supervisor to supervise the e-voting process in a fair and transparent manner and issue their report. The voting results on all the resolutions as set out in the notice of AGM will be declared on set of the supervised report within the time stipulated under the applicable law and shall be intimated to the stock exchanges and uploaded on website of the company as well as on the website of Link in Time India Private Limited. I hereby authorize Ms. Bindu Garg, Company Secretary, to submit the results of e-voting along with supervisor's report to the stock exchanges. Shareholders may note that the e-voting will continue to be available on the next 30 minutes after conclusion of this meeting. With this, I declare this meeting as concluded. I would now like to thank you, our promoters, shareholders, directors, employees, auditors, regulatory authorities, including SEBI, MCA, bankers, lenders, rating agencies, and wish you and your family members to stay safe and healthy. Thank you very much once again.
Dear shareholder, e-voting facility will be available for the next 30 minutes from now. We request you to please cast your vote if not casted yet. Thank you all for joining the meeting.